Welcome back, everybody. Today we are starting episode 1 of the Ford Transit van conversion. So this is my 2011 Ford Transit XLT conversion van. Well, soon to be conversion van. Right now it's pretty bare bones work van. It's got about a 7.5 feet of cargo space by about 4 or 5 feet. It is the XLT, so I believe it has a higher headroom. Not too bad. In here it's automatic, front wheel drive. It's got, you know, everything you would want. It's got cruise control. I have a Bluetooth radio transmitter. AC works, heat works. I picked it up because I've always wanted to do a conversion, so we're gonna see how it goes. The big thing with this van is it gets close to 30 miles a gallon, so I don't have to break the bank on fuel costs when I'd rather spend it on other things. It's got these swing open doors in the back that actually do open all the way. You open them like this, press the button here, and then they swing, and there's actually a magnet right there, and it does that on both sides. It's got a couple lights here, the cigarette port in the back, and yeah, that's about it. We got Jack, our handy assistant, here with us today, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that is all over his face. So I'm basically just going to take you through the van, show you what my plans are for it, and get ready for what's to come. So to start off in here, you can see I already have some tape lines measured out. I'm thinking of putting a bench here that kind of slides out. The key is I usually travel with 4 of my friends, or 3 of my friends, 4 of us total. So we need a bench seat where they can sit, and then I'll have to make some seat belts so that we can travel legally. And so that's the plan there. I saw a video. I'll have to link it in the description of someone else who made a bed that folded into a bench like that. So I think that's going to work well. I'll have to build it. Lumber prices right now are pretty high, but we'll make it work. Maybe hit some scrap yards and stuff. The goal here is budget. I picked up the van for about 3,500 bucks, and I'm hoping to finish around 5 grand, all said and done. So here, this is where I plan to have a little almost table slash battery box here for my secondary battery, and then maybe act as a footrest for that. I want the bench to line up with that, so it gives us a little extra room here over the wheel well arches. The goal is to fit 2 people, be able to sleep 2 people back here, so we're gonna need the whole thing. I'm 6'2", so I'll probably end up sleeping on that side. Here we're gonna leave this space open so you get into the back, and then this will be where the shorter person sleeps. I might have to make a little extension here, but we'll see. I left this part open on the driver's side just because I am a bigger guy, and I like to be able to recline my seat more, and I don't want the bench getting in the way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm thinking about maybe having a fold down table here that folds down for a work area onto that bench. But we'll see what happens. So I'm going to run my electrical here. Probably have a couple outlets here, and with an inverter for one wall plug. Probably going to have storage underneath the bench slash bed over there, with a pull-out grill, which I also saw someone online did with their Transit specifically, where it pulls out and you have an outdoor stove cooking area that runs off a small propane tank. For the power, I'm basically just going to use a secondary battery with a battery isolator, so that it charges off the motor when it's running, and it's basically just enough where we can run maybe a tiny refrigerator and charge our phones overnight. But worst case scenario, it won't drain the primary battery because of the battery isolator. Probably want some 12 volt LED lights because they're easy enough to wire up, and they will probably be brighter than these, which aren't actually that bad, surprisingly. I'm also going to want to run some insulation. I just ordered some Silas sound deadening. I ordered 72 square feet, I believe. This is about 30 square feet total in the back here, but I'm planning on going up the walls and potentially on the roof. I'm not sure, because it also works as a thermal barrier, which this place is going to get hot in the summer, I'm sure. And then we're also going to take, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for actual insulation. I've seen some people use lamb's wool, and that seems to work well for them, but it's also a little expensive for my taste. So we'll see what happens. I might end up just using some you know, R13 or whatever the number is, the outside wall thermal barrier. I want something with moisture protection, obviously, because it is going to be on the road, and just in worst case scenario, I don't want to have to tear everything apart because I'm having a mold problem. And then, so for flooring, I'll probably hit, you know, a secondhand store, try to find some used flooring, just a leftover box or two from my house. Vinyl flooring would be great. The siding I might try to make myself, because the lumber is so expensive. And then for the roof, I'll probably keep this headliner just because it fits perfectly, and anything I do is just going to add more material up there. So yeah, those are pretty much the plans for the van. I'm sure things will come up along the way. I'll probably add, you know, entertainment of some sort, a table. Situation has to be sorted out. But so far, I'm super happy with this van. I've driven it around, probably put around 300 miles on it, and I'm really liking it. I think once I put the sound deadening in, it quiets down, and not to mention adding the back where I can just sleep in it easily instead of using an air mattress, which I have been. I think that will be great. So I'll catch you in the next episode. Say peace, Jack.
Peace. Peanut butter jelly time.